Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy. And today on the show, I'm going to tell you what Bushu means in Japan.
How about what it means in English? And hey, if you have to go see a man about a horse, what does that mean exactly?
This is totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
We scour the internet and other sources to gather totally useless information just for you.
Plus, we answer your emails. And Nick, what is news from around the world?
He wasn't loving it because he had cold French fries. He called 911.
Totally useless information. It's everything you never needed to know.
Where do expressions come from? We want to know right now.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us. We really appreciate all of your support. We have 65 countries and counting. People are listening to totally useless information with Nick and Roy, and we thank you very much for that.
It's hard to believe we were like, ooh, we got like 20 hits, you know? And now we've got like 20 hits in Botswana.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to give you the teaser right off the bat because, you know, if you have to go, we're going to give you this right off the bat. So going to see a man about a horse. People hear that all the time, right? Yeah.
Yes, I've heard that situation.
To see a man about a dog or a horse or a duck actually is an idiom, especially British, of basically apologizing for one's imminent departure, generally to, well, conceal one's true purpose, which is to go to the bathroom. So
Right.
You can go see a man about a horse, a dog, or a duck.
Or a duck.
Right. To go see a man about a horse or a duck. A horse.
I had a guy say that to me once in the bar. He said, I'm going to go see a man about a duck. And so I did because somebody threw a bottle at me.
That's right. And Doug. Anyway, so if you're going to, basically you're saying, pardon me. Why didn't they just say that? Excuse me, pardon me. I have to go to the loo or to the bathroom,
If
right?
you're with a bunch of guys, you just say, you know, I got to go take a, you know what?
Yeah, most often, see a man about a dog or see a man about a horse. They're euphemisms, right? Used to when going to relieve oneself to the toilet. However, there are sometimes they're used to mean that someone is going to buy alcohol or an alcoholic drink.
What?
That's right. So please be careful when you say I'm going to see a man about a horse because it's going to cost you.
Yeah, especially if there's like a whole bar set up in the bathroom.
That's
How
right.
convenient is that?
Yeah.
You're sitting at a bar that's actually a urinal.
Yeah, you don't have to get up. Oh, what a great idea.
You just keep drinking and boom, you want to let go, you just let go.
Just let go. And we'll call it the loo.
the
The
loo.
loo. And you know what? As an
We're gonna
opening.
get you to drink at the loo.
We're
Just
getting a
hang your
drink.
pants in the corner.
That's right. Hey, maybe we should call our friend George with his lederhosen. He can hang his lederhosen in there, right?
Yeah, George the lederhosen, I bet you has a little like a little fly portal. He doesn't have to take the lederhosen off.
Exactly. And for the first weekend of this brand new bar we're going to open up called the Lou, we're going to have
Yeah.
a luau on the first weekend as a
The
promotion.
luau.
The luau.
Yeah,
is
and
the
listen,
Lou.
and not for nothing too. I've already figured out too, so that it's a little more discreet. There's these hoses. They look like vacuum cleaner hoses, and you just put the Johnson in the hose, and then boom.
Yeah, but what about for the women?
For the women, there's a little receptacle built into the seat,
Oh, okay.
so you have men and women's seats.
Gotcha. See,
Yeah.
we think of everything here a totally useless information with Nick and
Yeah,
Roy.
exactly. Yeah, that's a great ideas we come up with, folks. This
Yes.
is why people listen to.
Oh,
show.
yeah, that's the only reason why they listen. Or we're still trying to, you know what? We're still trying to figure out why they're listening, but we thank
Very
you. anyway.
much like this conversation, this too shall pass.
Oh, wow.
A great saying. This too shall pass. My wife says it all the time. She had breast cancer, and that was a saying. This too shall pass. But I didn't know this. It's a Persian king challenged his wise men to make him a ring that would make him happy when he was sad and sad when he was happy. So he said to his wise men, if you can do that, you'll basically stay alive. So they got together, and one guy took a piece of gold, made a ring out of it, and inscribed on it, this too shall pass.
Oh, I love that.
And the king said, you stay alive and your friends are dead.
That's right.
And this too shall pass for them.
Now, going back to our previous conversation about at the loo, and if you have a kidney stone, we should put a sign up there, this too shall pass.
This too shall pass through the tube.
Yes, through the tube. Hey, you could, or you could be a day late and $1 short. It's another way to say
day late and $1 short.
It's just another way of saying too little, too late. So when a person is a day late and $1 short, he has not only missed an opportunity due to tardiness, but also because he's not put forth enough effort. He's just a lazy ass, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Originally, the phrase "a day late and $1 short" most probably referred to not having enough money to avail oneself of something. And the oldest known use of the phrase "a day late and $1 short" in print was in 1939, and it was a very popular idiom in the American South.
Cool. Day late and $1 short. I like that one. I use that. Here's my teaser. In Japan, they have an expression, bushushuru. Bushushuru. Which means hibachi. I like my steak hibachi. No. Bushushuru, it literally means in Japanese, the bush thing. And what it refers to is when somebody projectile vomits.
Oh.
Because in 1992, George W. Bush got sick and threw up on the prime minister of Japan.
I remember that.
He literally threw up in his lap, and he was trying to hide it, but it wasn't going to be hidden. No. It all came out, sushi and all. And but anyway, they gave it a name, bushushoro. So bushushoro means when you projectile vomit in Japan. That means that you do the bush thing.
Well, I'm glad you defined the bush thing. I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
In high school, I had a saying for that too.
Yeah, but it means something totally different. Yeah.
Yeah, was it like a bushu yoru? Bushu the old tubo.
Well, maybe you're visiting the red light district in that case. Ooh. The red light district comes from the use of neon red lights featured in doorways of parlors. You know, those kind of parlors, if you know what I mean.
The old parking parlor, if you know what I mean.
That's right. You could park it there. And then you could sit at the bar and go to the loo. Street prostitution is illegal in the Netherlands. In many other countries, of course, but the use of a red neon light in a doorway is a smart trick to attract customers. Mm-hmm. But everywhere, I mean, it's like a way to.
In Amsterdam, they have the red light district.
That's where it probably came
from.
Not
that I've ever been there with Nick.
No, not. I thought it was only twice.
Okay, the term sniper hunt. It's an expression, an old expression called sniper hunt, and it describes the hunting habits of a snipe bird who sees his prey from a long distance, and then he attacks his prey. The prey doesn't even know he's there. By the time he's flying fast, he gets the prey, but he sees the mouse from a mile away. So that term, old English term sniper hunt, ends up being changed into the word sniper, which is a guy who has a big scope on a gun who sits 100 yards away and knocks people off.
Wow.
So the term sniper comes from the term sniper hunt, which actually describes the hunting of the snipe bird.
That is incredible.
That one down, folks.
It
That's
is.
a good one.
Because I've heard a sniper, but not the...
I'm putting the Johnson in the tube.
That's right. Hey, you know what? I like to stick around, but I have bigger fish to fry.
Ooh.
Bigger fish to fry. It's a colloquial expression in American.
You said what?
A colloquial.
You're talking about sex now?
No, colloquial.
Oh, colloquial.
Yeah, not
the old colloquial.
Not coitus. A colloquial expression in American.
I don't even want you to say that anymore. It sounds dirty.
I know it does. Hey, would you like to see my colloquial?
I'd like to colloquial you right now.
Anyway, it was an expression in those times in American or British English that generally means someone has more important things to do, which is, other than what's currently going on. So basically, if you say, look, I have bigger fish to fry, so I'm out of here. So you're not important enough for me to stick around.
Exactly. Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
See? I like my sniper hunt.
Yeah, I think that's the expression of the day. It is. And speaking of bigger fish to fry, we thank you for sticking around. You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy.
Nick, I hate to interrupt you, even though I do it like 80 times per show.
84, but go on. Who's counting?
Who's counting? You got to go to our website. Not only do we have the birthday messages, which have become so insanely popular, Nick and I, we work all day long, but we now do anniversaries. So go to nickandroy.com, click on the birthday message, and for a special limited time, if you buy a birthday message or an anniversary message, you will get 12 months of the VIP Totally Useless Information newsletter.
Wait. Hold on. Who authorized this? So, wait a minute. If they order a birthday or anniversary message, we're giving them a 12-month subscription.
12 issues of the Totally Useless Information. So not only do they get to listen to the show,
Right.
but they get insider information.
Right.
And they get to speak with us about forming the show, new categories, things that they would want to see, guests that they want us to get. And we're going to listen to the people that listen to us.
You know what? On second thought, I think it's a great idea. So if you go to nickandroy.com/on-birthday/anniversaries right at the top, you'll see all the information about birthday messages, anniversary messages, and the Totally Useless Information VIP newsletter.
I think I just said that.
And now for something completely useless.
I have a fun fact about Galveston, Texas.
Ah, okay.
It was named after a Spanish colonial governor named Bernardo de Galvez. He helped the Patriots keep the British armies and supplies away from the Mississippi River during the Revolutionary War. So after the Revolutionary War, they named that spot in Texas Galveston.
Perfect.
So there you go, Rachel. Go to nickandroy.com and send us an email of whether or not you knew that fact.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. We're back with totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn. Wall Street, Bay Street, NASDAQ, Hang Seng, loonies, toonies, dollars, and yens. This is On the Money with Nick and Roy.
You know, Nick, the first Bitcoin transaction, I am on fire for season 7.
You are.
May 22nd, 2010.
Yeah.
So 12 years ago, the first Bitcoin transaction, I even have the guy's name. Laszlo Hayek purchased 2 Papa John pizzas. Papa John accepted it.
Yeah.
10,000 Bitcoins were given, which was approximately $41 at the time. The current value of those Bitcoins would be 230 million.
Wow.
It's insane.
It is.
Because back then they were worth pennies. You know, they were worthless.
Yeah. It's a lot of dough.
It's a lot of cheddar.
It is. Now, speaking of cheddar, we're going to give you like a slang term for money, right? Because we're doing money. All right. Mm-hmm. It's another reference for money because it's believed to relate to government cheese provided as aid to impoverished families.
Oh, my God, like in the Bronx.
Do you remember that? So Roy and I...
the trucks would pull up and people would get online and grab the cheese.
Blocks of American yellow cheese. And Roy and I, we grew up in the 70s and 80s in the Bronx, New York. Roy's currently residing in Florida. I'm in Toronto, Canada. But we grew up in the Bronx in the 70s and 80s. Yep, they would provide cheese for impoverished families.
We escaped.
We did. We were quite fortunate enough. Yes, we were fortunate enough where we didn't have to line up for that, but we did see it. And one of the slang references for money is cheddar for that reason.
Because of the government cheese. It was like money, giving people money. They gave them cheese. Yes. Wow. Putting pennies in the ground around your plants. This is something interesting for people that have gardens. Putting pennies around your plants will stop slugs from going near the roots and the plant itself.
Oh.
The reason is pennies are made of copper and the ground has zinc in it. Zinc and copper together make an electrical charge. If the slug touches the penny, he gets a very slight shock and he stays away from the actual plants. So now I'm up to about $375 worth of pennies, but my garden looks fantastic.
Not only that, but you've also charged your iPhone.
Yeah. So here's what I'd like people to do.
Yes.
Please, it works so much better with $20 bills.
Yeah.
So just put $20 bills in your garden and
Yeah.
email to nickandroy.com and tell us where your garden
Yes.
is.
That's right. It's dirt cheap.
We'll come and check and make sure.
Want to make sure. You know what? I was, as you were telling me that fact, I said, you know what? Let me open up the door here. It's dusty in this place. It's useful information. Yeah.
That is useful.
So I heard someone say this the other day. They said, "Yeah, I was hired to do this small job, and they gave me some scratch." I'm like, "What the heck? Did they give them like scratch lottery tickets?"
Scratch, like money. Yeah, scratch.
Well, it's slang for paper or coin money, and it generally refers to small amounts to be paid for small, menial jobs. So you make some scratch.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's like another word for that would be like walking around cash, walking
Yeah.
around money.
Yeah.
I've heard that saying a lot down here in Florida. Oh, I just have it for walking around money.
Well, I just have some sitting down money because I don't go anywhere.
Yeah, but usually I stop to buy things. I don't just walk around. If you're walking around, you can never spend it.
That's right. Then you spend all of it. Then you don't have any money to walk around with. Yeah, we figure out all of life's problems.
This just in, the Federal Reserve of the United States, which we all trust. We trust the United States, don't we?
Well, God trusts them, and God we trust,
yeah,
right?
and God I trust, yes. And Biden, I know, not so much. The Federal Reserve has counted all the $100 bills in banks, registers, investment firms, and other sources.
Mm-hmm.
And they have found that 2/3 of all the $100 bills in circulation are missing
Oh,
and unaccounted for, which means people are hiding them.
oh,
So 2/3 of all the $100 bills ever printed are being hidden, probably in safes, mattresses,
Under
people's
mattresses?
gardens.
yes, that's right. Check your garden now. Check it out.
But
Well-
can you imagine that? 2/3.
So that's $100.
Yeah, I think me and you should be deputized to go and find them.
Yes. Most people want to deputize us anyway. Now,
Step back from the door.
that's right.
Step back from the door, Mr. Trump.
No one's going to get hurt.
We're going to Mar-a-Lago.
That's
That
right.
seems to be an easy place to raid.
It is. Isn't Raid the stuff that you spray to get rid of pests?
They probably do that next to him.
Exactly. So $100. Now I'm thinking. I'm glad you said that because I don't know. Did you say that? But I think you did.
Yeah, I did.
Why? Why is
it to you?
was it to you? Well, I'll tell you what it is to me and to everyone else. Why is a U.S. dollar called a buck? It was derived from the 18th century pioneer era America when buck or deer skins were used as currency. A buck is slang for $1.
Sure. So they must have paid $1 for the deer skin, so it was a buck.
A buck. That's right.
I'll take
And
$2.
I'm wondering though, did you have to pay bucks to get the buck?
No, I'll take $2 skins, and then the guy would just want $2. So
Right.
$2.
So $2. And so it's slang, and it survived into modern day. So you ask anybody, one of the most common terms for money in the United States is bucks. It's
Yeah, so
$100.
if you went to the store, the general store, and got a bag of flour, and they said it's $2, it's $2, they'd say, well, here's two buckskins, $2.
right, couple of bucks.
Wow.
See?
Cool.
Listen, laugh, and learn.
Emmerich Junta
Mm-hmm.
was a master counterfeiter. Emmerich took the Secret Service for a ride for over 10 years. They were searching for this guy. You know why? He counterfeited $1 bills, and he only made enough for himself to survive. So what happened was when he needed to go to the store and spend $20, he made $20. It's so hard to catch the guy because he just spent it for necessities.
So,
Well, he did get caught,
oh, he did.
and he was placed in jail for 4 months. Okay, it's not so
Yeah.
bad. I'll tell you the truth. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But here's the payoff. His story was purchased by a movie company
No.
for millions of dollars.
Millions of bucks.
And he said, "Yeah, I have to give you some change," which he promptly
Right.
made, probably.
So what was his name again?
His name was Emmerich Junta.
And he's
Enttner, Junta.
right.
Emmerich.
And
Must be
he
a German. He's a German.
and,
Who's a
he,
German?
and he's responsible for counterfeit money.
yes, he's
Right.
like a German who loves to do this.
So you know what? His name is not really Emmerich. That's not his real name.
What is it?
Well, I don't know, because if he's a counterfeiter, why would he have a real name?
That's true.
See?
He probably made that name up.
And this is where the witness protection program started, we think.
Exactly. Nick knows nothing about what he's talking.
No, you see, I am part of the
It's
witness.
season 7, and Nick has lost the little pea that was rattling around inside his head.
That's right. See, I'm part of the witness protection program. Here's what I did, though. I didn't change my name. Because it, you
smart.
see? Yeah, this way they're looking for somebody else.
Nobody would think that.
No, not at all. Thank God I had a slush fund to help me along.
Yeah.
The terms
And some cheddar.
That's right, some cheddar. Well, wait till
Nick
you
likes his grilled cheese sandwiches.
Well,
with
wait till you
tomato soup.
Well, wait till you find out where slush fund comes from. The term slush fund comes from it's actually a nautical term. Originally,
Oh.
the slush was the fat or grease skimmed from the top of cauldrons when boiling salted meat. Ship officers would sell the fat to tallow makers, with the resulting proceeds kept as a slush fund for making small purchases for the ship's crew.
That is cool.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Slush fund.
That's a very good one,
There
Nick.
you have it.
Yeah.
All right, you can
I
tell
like that.
all your friends.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. To access the full library of episodes, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com. We're back with totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Step right up here. Step right up, folks. Don't be shy. Move it. Totally useless information with Nick and Roy present Games People Play.
Deleting James Bond in the Nintendo 64 game GoldenEye 007.
Ooh, I've played that game.
Have you? Well,
Yes,
it was.
with my son. That's an old game. It's
It
a
is
great game.
Well,
Great.
Nintendo 64. How far back was that?
It was a great game. We were hooked.
It was originally intended to include Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, and Sean Connery as playable characters in the multiplayer. Did you ever come across those characters?
No, it's just a picture of me.
That's right.
They
So-
said, let's use the real hot guy.
But it was originally intended to include those characters. But the plan was scrapped prior to the release, which is why you didn't see them. But the character models for these famed actors were still on the cartridge. In 2005, a group called the Rare Witch Project cracked the game's code and found them.
Through the years, I have some playing card things here that are real cool. Through the years, playing cards have had different size decks. They've had 12 and 24 and 36 and
Right.
so on. The French had 52 cards in a deck, and that became the standard, the French deck of cards. It is believed that the French came up with the number 52 because of weeks in the year. There are
Oh,
52 weeks in the year, so they came up with 52 cards. There's also 365 different symbols on playing cards, which coincides to the days of the year. And they believe black and red are day and night, so.
that's wonderful. So that's why, until you mentioned it, I never really thought about it. Why are there only 52 cards in a deck of cards? Of course, I'm not playing with a full deck, so that explains a lot.
Yeah. Nick says 12.
Yeah. Now, I play Italian
I was
cards.
being very generous.
I know you were. That's why I just skipped over it. So I played cards with my uncle in Italy and my grandfather here in North America, but they had Italian playing cards. They only have 40 cards in a deck.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, 40. I don't know why. The Italians, they do weird things. They probably just got bored at making 40 and
No.
went and took a siesta and
Right.
went on strike.
No, you know what? They only work for. So if 52 represents 52 weeks out of the year, in Italy, in Italian cards, it's only 40 because Italians only work 40 weeks out of the
Boy,
year.
the last time Nick and I played gin, boy, were we drunk.
That's right, we were. Then we realized we played it all wrong. Hey, Sonic the Hedgehog is inside all of us. The game Sonic the Hedgehog, a gene and protein that separates your right brain from the left, if you have one, and determines that you have two eyes, is called Sonic Hedgehog.
Really?
The gene symbol is SHH. The name wasn't inspired directly by the game, but a comic book series. A British postdoc named Robert Riddle drew inspiration from a Sonic comic his 6-year-old daughter was reading. And the gene appropriately has a spiky appearance. So we all have the symbol
Sonic Hedgehog.
That's right.
That's a cool one.
It is.
Write that down,
That's
folks.
right.
All right, a Las Vegas deck of cards, Nick. You've been to Las Vegas?
Actually, I have not yet, so that's on my bucket list.
I
Yeah.
have. It's overrated. It's really weird. It's like a Disney World for adults, and there's prostitution legalized.
Oh.
So it's like heaven.
No, it's like a red light district.
So bring your scratch and your cheddar because
That's
you're gonna need put it in the old bouchouchour.
That's right, yes.
So, what a Las Vegas deck of cards. How long does it get used before it's not they're not destroyed, they're actually sold, but
Okay.
how long does it get used?
I would think out of a 24-hour day, I would say maybe every day, once a day, they change them.
12 hours is the maximum,
Really?
but dealers can ask and request for card changes, and they usually use 3 to 4 decks per, let's say, blackjack, and they will ask for a change sometimes every hour if they feel that somebody is counting cards or looking at cards or maybe
Or marking them, maybe.
folded a little edge with their finger, and I guess they're so good at it that they know what they're doing.
Xbox was almost called Direct Xbox. In 1999, Microsoft worker Ed Fries met with a hamburger. No, Ed Fries met with Direct X.
The Happy Meal.
That's right. It was a Happy Meal. No, it's a different. It's not food. No.
That's in Las Vegas.
That's
You know what a
right.
Happy Meal is, right?
Oh yeah, with a happy ending. In 1999, Microsoft's Ed Fries met with DirectX team to discuss a new idea called the DirectX Box. A PC with a hidden Windows operating system that would be marketed like a console machine. The first mock-up of the DirectX box was a Silver X with a PC board inside. As the project moved through development, Windows was dropped, and the console looked kind of changed a little bit, and it was eventually renamed Xbox.
I'm sticking with playing cards here. The most expensive deck of cards in the world is on display in the museum, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. It is on display. It is a 15th century hand-painted deck of cards made in the Netherlands. Its value, as of today, $145,000.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not playing with a full deck of cards, it's only $75,000.
And I believe it is a 52 card deck.
The many names of Soda Popinski. The wonderfully named Soda Popinski from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Originally boxed under the guise Vodka Drungenski.
Vodka Drunkenski.
Yep. In the arcade game Super Punch-Out! In an unlicensed port to Commodore 64, remember that computer?
Yeah, sure.
In an unlicensed port to Commodore 64 called Frank Bruno's Boxing, his name was changed to Andra Puncharedov.
Punch your head off.
Right, yeah, Puncharedov. There you go. Instead of Vodka Drunkenski. So there you go.
Oh, my God. I love Mike Tyson. In the 1940s, I'm sticking again with playing cards.
Nice.
The Bicycle Playing Card Company, by the way, the most known playing card in the world is Bicycle Company.
Right.
It produces decks of cards, and it produced in 1940 decks of cards specifically for the Red Cross to give to prisoners of war in Germany.
Yes.
So they were like, you want us to give these cards to the prisoners? And they said, yes, could you please give these cards to the prisoners? Beknownst to them.
Yes.
The cards, when they dipped them in water, were able to separate, and on the inside portion of the card was a map to get out of that particular prison and where to go for safety.
Nice.
And the could you just imagine Schultz? Where are you going? I have the gin.
That's right. And you guess what? Hey, I got it now. I know what the getaway vehicle was.
What was it?
A bicycle. Thank you for joining us, and we invite you to visit our website, nickandroy.com, and click on Contact Us.
What's in the mailbag? What's in the mail?
Linda from Watertown, New York. It's a beautiful area just south of the Thousand
I picked
Islands.
New York too. That's funny. But
Well,
go ahead.
this Linda's from Watertown, and whenever I would drive to New York to visit my family, I would go through Gananoque, Thousand Islands, as opposed to going through Buffalo. And
Sure,
it's
Nick
beautiful.
would drive through Watertown with a snorkel thing in his mouth.
That's right. But right now, we're going to tell you about Linda, who wrote from Watertown, New York. I'm old enough to remember my first camera I ever owned. It was a Kodak 110 Instamatic.
Ooh, with the little flash blocks that you
At
put
the
on
top,
the top.
would you happen
Yeah.
to know anything about the camera? Well, Linda, thank you. This is totally useless information with Nick and Roy. So, yes, we do know. The Kodak Instamatic 110 was introduced by Kodak in 1972 with the Kodak Pocket Instamatic cameras with Kodachrome X, Ektachrome X, Kodacolor 2, and Verichrome pan film. The
There were cartridges too.
There were
which was
110
new.
cartridges, which is a
New,
brand new concept. The new pocket-sized cameras became immediately popular and soon displaced competing sub-miniature cameras like the Minolta 16.
Wow, that is cool. See,
Thank you, Linda.
there you go. That's for you, Linda.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
And now for something completely useless.
I got something completely useless. Rivers in China, Indonesia, and the Philippines. If you put those three countries together, China, Indonesia, and the Philippines, they
Yes.
account for 63% of the water pollution in the world.
Oh, nice.
And almost 75% of the displaced plastic garbage going into the water system. So China, Indonesia, and Philippines, get your act straight,
That's right.
because that's nonsense.
Yes.
63%. So just that's just a thing that I saw, and I just had to tell our listeners. So if you're ever floating down a river in China, just look around. You'll see a bunch of garbage.
There you go.
Along with the actual first test tube from COVID-19.
Allegedly.
Ooh, did I say that?
So, are you allergic to bees, by the way? Are you a...
Actually, I'm allergic to some wasp bites,
Oh, wow.
surprisingly.
How about Europeans? Oh, no.
No, European happens in that bar with the tube.
That's right, the loo. Come over to the loo. A single bee weighs 0.00025 pounds. 4,000 bees together weigh 1 pound. Each of the hives has 50,000 bees on average, weighing 12 pounds.
Wow.
There you go. See?
Yeah, that's useless as hell.
Well, yeah, come on. I didn't want to be, I would hate to be the person who had to count the 4,000 bees. Okay, everyone sit there together. Don't go on the left.
Yeah, just when you get like 3,900. No.
Yeah, gee, that
Oh,
stinks.
Nick, do you have news from around the world?
As a matter of fact, I do. Because today we did talk about music. We didn't. We talked about. I only slept an hour and a half. So
We talked about expressions, Nick. We talked about money.
yes,
We talked about games.
you know what the time for? It's time for the news.
And now, from around the corner and around the world,
is TUI News.
Antoine Sims, 24, was wanted for missing a court date in 2018 where he and 2 others were accused of murder.
What?
Sims was apparently out on bond wearing an ankle bracelet when he visited a McDonald's in Atlanta and got into a verbal argument with the franchise owner.
Yeah, that's always good. You walk in with an ankle bracelet on and get into an argument.
Right. The irate and hungry suspect said he and his fiancée, so there's someone who loves him very much,
Yes.
must be his ankle bracelet.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
He probably bought her a matching one, but go ahead.
So he and his fiancée had ordered food but weren't giving a receipt because of a machine problem. I guess they went to one of those kiosks, right?
Oh, and Antoine wanted to take it off on his taxes?
So maybe, I don't know. That's right. I went out to dinner, I had a business meeting at a McDonald's.
I may be going away soon, so my wife is going to have to do my taxes.
No, his fiancée, his
Oh, I'm sorry,
soon-to-be wife, his
Yes,
fiancée.
Antoine
Get it right now.
Didn't actually pull the trigger yet. So to
No,
speak.
not yet. Well, yeah. So he ordered the food, but because the kiosk had a machine problem, they didn't know what the order number was.
Oh,
when
boy,
Sims,
now we're really getting Antoine a little pissed. Huh?
well, when he went to the counter to get the meal, he found that the food's temperature wasn't to his liking.
Oh, yeah, now he's picky.
Well, I have a quote from him.
Wait,
Quote.
when he gets into the big house, he's going to worry about food temperature.
That's right. Well,
He's going to worry about bending over for the soap. But go ahead. Antoine, you got a lot of other things to
That's
worry
right.
about. But go ahead, his food's cold.
No, that's a Happy Meal. So he says, quote, I try the fries. The fries, they're lukewarm, but they're not hot.
Yeah.
See, his grammar is amazing. Now, this is a quote. This is not me not reading this. I'm going to give you the quote.
They're not. These fries are lukewarm. They're not as hot as
I
my
tried the
fiance.
fries. The fries, they're lukewarm, and they're not hot.
Right. Well, that was pretty good. Go ahead.
So he's heard telling a police officer outside the store in the body cam footage he asked for a new order of fries but was rejected and instead was offered a refund that would not go into his bank account for days. The McDonald's worker.
So he may be going away before that. He wants to spend as much as possible.
That's right. He wants to spend as much bucks as he possibly could. The McDonald's worker gave a different description saying Sims got rowdy and threatened, "You better give me some effing fresh fries, MFer." He told the officer in the
Oh,
footage.
MFer. He called him an MF.
That's right. Sims then shoved his food
Now,
and
had
the
he
drink.
called them a mother clucker, then it would have
No,
been
he didn't
a
order
lot worse.
No, he didn't order the chicken McNuggets. No, that's right. So the store manager
So he
kicked
said to him, "You better give him to me, you mother
effort. That's right. And he so now Sims had shoved his food and the drink at the man. Here's the funny part. So his
So
drink
he
got.
throws the food at the guy too.
That's right. So the food was warm, and the food was cold, and his drink became warm because of all the kerfuffle.
So he threw the drink at him too.
That's right. So
So now there's a projectile, liquid projectile.
there is a
right?
problem like the Bushu, and
Right? It's a weapon.
that's right. Well, yeah, he was assaulted by a Coca-Cola at
No,
McDonald's.
he wasn't salted. They were seasoned and salted.
We're
That's
unsalted.
the French fries now we're on. They're usually too salty too. Talk about assault.
That's right. He
Eat
wanted to.
McDonald's. You'll need to sit in that seat that we were talking about at the bar where it goes.
So
McDonald's will go right through it. I don't care if it's warm or not.
the rate of speed is the same no matter what the food temperature is.
So did the manager have him arrested?
Well, he threw him out, and outside the restaurant, the cops tell Sims he cannot come back to the restaurant and ask him to sign an acknowledgement, which gives him visually nervous, right? Because he was like,
So they
we're
handed
under
him a piece of paper to sign with a crayon because we're at McDonald's.
Well, listen, he fled from the scene, and then he was tased and fell to the ground.
Oh, wait a minute. So now they said, we need you to sign this here that says you're never coming back.
Right, and he escaped, and so a police pursuit ensued.
Yeah.
So he tried to break into a third-floor apartment in the building nearby.
Oh, wait a minute. This is over French fries. This guy's gotten crazy. Where's his girlfriend at the time?
His fiance, I think she ran for the hills, and I don't blame her.
She probably got away, went a different direction. And she didn't have an ankle monitor on, so she probably was faster.
Well, wait a minute. Cops found 31 grams of marijuana in his fiance's car.
Oh, no.
A match made in
It's
heaven.
even better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sims
So the
was
car was hotter than the fries.
That's right. The car was baked. So Sims was charged with possession of a controlled substance with the intent to distribute. It's very unusual that someone knowing he's
How
wanted
the hell
by...
do they know he was distributing? I mean, McDonald's was distributing cold fries. We know that.
That's true.
But we don't know if Mr. Sims. Now they're just they're insinuating that he was going to sell it. It might have all been his and hers for the honeymoon.
Anyway, so he's under arrest, and he's wanted
Good,
for
good
murder.
thing.
So, yeah, another
Good
person behind.
So he's wanted for murder. He's under arrest for drug possession and the fact that he, and he's hungry.
He's
Because he
hungry,
never
too.
got to eat through this whole thing.
Hey, if you're hungry for more totally useless information, you have to wait till next week, because we are done with this episode of Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy.
Time
We
flies.
will scour the internet and other sources to find more totally useless information just for you.
And until then, go to nickandroy.com and look at all the wonderful things. There's going to be pictures of us in our underwear as well.
That's right.
And all kinds of things. So go tell a friend. Tell a friend about the show, because that's what's making it so popular. And we do thank everyone for doing that.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy.
Thanks for listening.
Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is a production of nickandroy.com. Visit nickandroy.com to access the full library of episodes, or wherever you get your podcasts.